Hi everyone, thank you for stopping in my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. I'm excited. I'm actually doing a bonus reading for the sign of Sagittarius today. I like to do mid-month readings. If you haven't seen yours, click on it. That would be great. And I will be starting the monthly readings per sign. Forgot to say that. For June, starting in the middle of next week. I usually like to do 2 or so a day. But I like to upload something daily because I like to keep it fresh. Messages are always completely available to us. I use my divinations and my tarot and my spirit guides and my intuition. And together we have this incredible simpatico kind of relationship going that I want to share with you. And what I did was I've just been, just to keep it going, like I said, I have been tossing the dice and having it land on my astrology wheel for the bonus readings. So I'm going to continue to do this. It's just more personal and, more individual. So this is for the sun, moon, and ascendant or rising Sagittarius, or if you have someone special that you love and care about, you're going to want to watch that too. And just as a side note, I am repeating myself, but I do have to say that my entire life, including the person who was a Sagittarius, my first boyfriend, who introduced me to being a Libra, with a poster he gave me. And ever since, I've been studying the compatibility, 40 plus, okay, you can do the math, but a lot of years later, on who gravitates towards each other. And, some people more than others. It's phenomenal. And so after that, it was, the next 3 boyfriends of mine were Sagittarius. These fast, incredible, fun, and adventurous girlfriend relationships entered in. And it was never... I didn't ask him, are you a Sagittarius so we can be friends? It was just this, I think it's a fated kind of really karmic thing. A lot of times I felt we'd known each other so well. And I love you guys. I'm just saying, I have a son as well. So that kind of tops the cherry on the sundae. I have a Sagittarius son that I absolutely adore. So this is for you. And what I do is I like to... do about 4 different categories, for the topic. And this is going to be, I want to save for the remainder of the week. Today is May 24th, 2020. So, through next Sunday. Throughout, Memorial Day weekend, happy Memorial Day weekend. And then also, could go further. You may resonate right away, you may not. You could check it now and then come back. And like I said, you could also... if you see the bonuses under your moon or rising sign that's different than Sagittarius, go for it, because it's all the layers that make us who we are, not just our sun signs. So anyway, if you're new, thank you so much for being here. And if you feel so inclined and you like what you're hearing, please push the subscribe button for me and thumbs up like, because apparently YouTube, when you want to do this for a living, which is what my goal will be, when I'm no longer able to massage, I want to be able to continue with my spiritual quest of really 26 years. I mean, it's probably always been with me, but I was more absolutely made aware of it 26 years ago now. So I just would really appreciate it. And the people the more you get and the more that you are liked, then you're able to go to a next phase and so on and so forth. So that's where I'm going. That's my goal, and your participation would be immensely appreciated. I've shaken these up enough, shuffled them upside and down. Now I have a brother who's a Gemini, and we're in sun season Gemini. Your polar opposite, which is actually a very good, kind of a really beautiful connection for you as well. Sagittarius and Gemini. I've seen many people with that combination, married and friends and so forth. Maybe you know what I'm speaking of. My brother, the Gemini, gave me about 7 or 8 decks a couple years ago, and one by one I'm starting to use them. We had the new moon in Gemini on the 22nd, and it's about newness and starting fresh. And so that's what I'm doing. But I love this because I noticed a lot of them are purple based. They have more purple in them, and I'm a complete purple lover my entire life. So let's start with your reading. First card is going to be under the category of overall general energy for this remainder of the week, like I said. And then the second card is going to be under the category of possible blessings or obstacles Gorgeous cards. Absolutely love these. Excited about it. The following category will be under the category of love. Love of all kinds. And then the final is under the category of finances. That's hugely important right now. And I want to share how that's working for you. Oh my gosh. What a reading, Sagittarians. Oh my gosh. I love bringing good news and upliftment. And, you know, I've always said that. This is about encouragement and knowing you're always divinely and lovingly guided. So that's where my goal is with this channel. So let's go for it. Let me share with you. First card for the overall energy for the remainder of the week is going to be the Three of Pentacles. Wow. I mean, this is perfect, and it doesn't surprise me for Sagittarians who are very social beings, you know, and on the scale of all the astrological signs, you're right up there at the top. Tons of friends, knowing a lot of people in higher places, higher knowledge, higher learning, you know, teaching and speaking. That's you. So you have a lot of support, and you have what I see as being collaborations on a lot of different levels. And how perfect is that, Sagittarius? Because Gemini being in, you know, the sun sign now, and then I mentioned the moon until tonight, then it goes into Cancer. That changes every couple days or so. Also, we have Mercury, the communicator in Gemini for, through, I want to say, the beginning of next month. And then also Venus, the planet of love, communication, beauty, money, retrograde into Gemini. So being your polar opposite, like I said, has to do with relationships of all kinds. It's going to be very, very focused for you. And then it'll still continue to be in Venus when it goes forward again for another 6 weeks or more. It's a long stay in Gemini. So that's the air quality. It's very complementary for you. Fire and air, makes things happen, right? It kind of combusts. You got to be careful sometimes, but it actually makes things work, and it puts things in place. And it's not just in the thought, like a lot of air signs, Gemini, have. It's about really making it happen. So together it's beautiful. And that's what's going on. And I see money is a big part of that as a general theme. So kudos to that, because, you know, it's not that you don't have it or you haven't been working all along, but a lot of us have not, and myself included as a massage therapist. So you're hearing about some information, and it's very prevalent right now. Talking, networking, verbalizing your concerns, you know, talking to whoever you can. For example, today I went outside and there was an envelope on my door from my neighbor. I love my neighbors. I've been here a lot of years. Letting me know about some more sites that I can go on for help and guidance. And that's what it's about, you know, community, neighbors. Three of Pentacles. Love it for you. And the next card is under the category of possible blessings and / obstacles, but you have the Hierophant, major arcana, beautiful, traditional, you know, ceremonial, religious in a way. I mean, that was its traditional meaning. There could very well be some marriages and some, you know, unity happening with a significant other, marriages in a business, marriages with your true self and spirit, mind, body, and soul, you know. And that sort of marriage takes place now with a lot more time, with a lot more introspection, with 5 planets by the earlier part of next week in retrograde. It's all about that. It's about, you know, it's about revisiting and renewing our ideas, and, you know, reconstructing, reviewing everything, you know. Just, it's important to have those times for ourselves. And it also affects my speech, and you can hear it, and it'll be continuous. I apologize. And then we've got Mercury retrograde starting in the shadow period for June. It's okay, we get through it all. But boy, does that ever affect me when I'm speaking. And I'm speaking when I upload these, so bear with me, please. But yeah, I love this. This is love. This is basically tradition, I would say. Just handling things in a traditional manner right now, which is a little bit Different for Sagittarius. You're pretty, you like to think outside the box. You're not that much of a conformist, though you can be. You know, obviously, you're not trying to be a rebel just to be causing an issue or anything. It's just you have new ideas that are kind of innovated, you know, that people follow, and you're not a follower. Let's just put it that way. Got the passion. I love that for you. And I love any kind of major arcana because it's just that much more of a important message for you. Then the next category is under the category of love, and you have the Knight of Wands. Once again, this is your element. This is the fire. So if it's not you, Sagittarius, it's Leos and Aries that you may very well be in connection in regards to love. They're around you more. You know, there's more family and situations happening. You know, a lot of people aren't with their family, but a lot of people are day in and day out, where they may not have been as close proximity, you know, in the past. But that's love, and it's you know, it's a synchronistic energy because it's your fire sign, you know, and there's help and feelings of security and love and empathy, and just when it's the night, you know, things are action oriented, so that it's bringing information about your love of job and property and all the fundamental things of our lives. So you're getting the news, and it's about bringing it forth and making it happen now. You know, we've been on the holding pattern for a while, so that's all changing slowly but surely. And I know you feel that. New moon in the mix, very prevalent. And it's good. It's necessary. We need it. It's uplifting. And I love that for your love because, yeah, you got passion and things are working in your favor. So good for you, Sagittarius. But last but not least, the category of money. 10 of Cups. I mean, the best, the most. Your cups are full, and the cups are definitely the water element. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So you've got the marriage, the unity, the message about maybe getting to the next level in your relationships, maybe taking it to that next step, or, you know, moving in with somebody. There's movement, definite movement in these readings here. So you might have moved, or you're thinking of it. If not legitimately and literally, then certainly thinking of trips you would like to take. But this is the ultimate of happiness, and your cups are full and your heart is full, and you work towards this. It's not like, although sometimes it literally can be a snap of a finger because it's been manifested in your energy and your thoughts for so long that it comes in and it seems like, wow, that happened so fast. Not really. It was in the making for an undetermined amount of time, but it's happening, and it's happening for you. And financially, you're going to feel a whole lot better in a relatively short period of time. So you've got the news about it with love, and you've got confirmation here. This is one of the most happiest, beautiful message you can get, Sagittarians. And I love that for you. So let's talk a little bit more about finances, okay? Because it is, in fact, an energy, like everything is. Everything you see and feel and touch is energy, and we certainly are ourselves. So this is my beautiful deck, Money and the Law of Attraction by Abraham Hicks. Look them up if you have not had the incredible pleasure of listening to their strength and their guidance that takes us places that you may not have gone in your mind before. Okay, you know what? Both of these came out, but okay, let's just go with the first one then. I love them all. I mean, that's kind of what really is supposed to be doing. Interesting, it has the 2 fish, and that is definitely a symbolism of Pisces. And, you know, right now, we've got Neptune in Pisces, and we've got Mars in Pisces, and that gives us our energy and it's not in its most favored sign, Mars, when it's in Pisces, but it is, and it kind of takes us and brings up that extra energy. And you're a fire sign, so you tend to have that, but if it's been lacking a little bit, just know that when it changes from Pisces to Aries next month, no holds barred. You're going full tilt, and it'll be great. It'll be fabulous. I'll talk more about that for you. I'm going to read to you what this says, It comes not by magic, but by universal law in pertaining to money and finances. Start telling a better feeling story about the things that are important to you. Do not write your story like a factual document, weighing all the pros and cons of your experience, but instead tell the uplifting, fanciful, magical story of the wonder of your own life, and watch what will happen. It will feel like magic as your life begins to transform right before your eyes. We were just talking about that. But it is not by magic. It is by the power of the laws of the universe and your deliberate alignment with those laws. And that is simply a beautiful and straightforward, loving way to describe it, because I was wanting to do that for you, but I have read some of these things for a long time, and it's the real deal. So continue to do that for yourselves and watch and see what becomes of that, what the result is. Why not? What have you got to lose, right? It's a simple action on your part. So let me then include the card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. Call that Baron Reed. Gotta get it if you don't have it on your own, just to pick one and just to keep you feeling that connection with spirit, because it's always there. It's the mystic part of life, ever present. What do we have for Sagittarians? The Keeper of the Scales. Fairness, balance. So it's number 38, and that becomes 3 plus 8 in numerology becomes an 11, and that's a magical number. That is 2. So there's a lot of feeling. Like I said, you've got Gemini and Venus. It's very much about introspection, about your relationships, the partnerships, what's serving you, what's lifting you, and what needs to go. And it doesn't have to be a sad thing. It can be the best thing that's ever happened in your life. Just make that happen for yourself. Think positive, right? Whenever possible. And so I'm going to read to you from the book what it says for you. Number 38. All the beautiful Sagittarians out there, the law of harmony is enacted when the Keeper of the Scales comes to you as an ally. Align with her as the law states, making conscious choices that create balance in your life. When you do, you are also magically aligned with the abundance, with the universe, and the powerful forces of synchronicity. I love synchronicity. This creates conditions and possibilities that lead to the fulfillment of your highest intentions. I always like to reiterate, it's not too late, but the day of the new moon, you don't want to go fast forward in any way specifically other than writing intentions down as to what you want to see. And I also mentioned the new moon of Gemini, which was on the 22nd, Friday, will last. And the effects that you do moving forward for yourself and the intentions will last upwards of 6 months, when it then becomes the full moon. So between the new and the full in Gemini, it's phenomenal what can happen. And we have other incredible planetary things that can work in our favor. I will be talking about as we go along. Let me finish today's reading with your angel guidance card. Healing with the Angels from Doreen Virtue. Incredible last little touch of love for you. And we have blessings. This is incredible. You know what? But it's okay, because you have done a lot, and I think there's been some changes that came, like with all of us, that were probably a little more challenging and difficult, because you're a go-getter and you don't really want to have that stopped if at all possible. But blessings are here, always have been, and they're forthcoming. And your reading certainly says that, Sagittarius. Hold this and embrace these energies, okay? And make it a reality for yourself. I am extremely happy for you, and like I was wanting to try to say, is that you're completely deserving of all of this. And always remember that. And blessings come in all different forms. So thank you very much for being here. And once again, I would love to have you continually come back, being a part of my tribe. And until next time, take extremely good care of yourself. You matter. Thanks, and bye for now.